Welcome to sunny Southern California. Why am I here? Well, first of all, it's a few days after Christmas and I've got my sleeves rolled up, which is awesome. But also, I happen to be standing on the famous San Andreas Fault. If you look behind me, you can see that distorted, twisted rocks are caused by the stresses between the Pacific Plate and the North American Plate, which are grinding next to each other. San Andreas is what we call a transform, lateral, or strike-slip fault. That means that the two plates are moving side by side. And as they do, they twist and torture and fold and distort all the rocks that are running on the fault line. Now I'm standing on the North American Plate, but across the roadway, that's the Pacific Plate, which is gradually moving northwest. In fact, in about 8 million years, Los Angeles is going to be neighbors with San Francisco. Nothing you have to worry about right now. You can keep your summer homes, but for the future generations, you might want to consider it. If you look across the street, you can see the same type of folding, distortion, and twisting, deformation that we have on this side because this road was cut right through the fault line. I'm going to go try and get a better look. Oh! San Andreas is known for its earthquakes, like in the early 20th century when it wiped out San Francisco, or the 1991 Loma Prieta earthquake. And that's because transform faults are surface faults, so it's really going to affect stuff on the surface of the Earth. And that's because as these two plates are moving, they're grinding against each other, building up huge amounts of energy. Now, if that energy is released with a little slippage every day, that's a good thing. You get tiny little earthquakes and nobody really notices them. But if the rocks get stuck, then that energy builds up, and the tension gets worse and worse until finally, when you get movement, it snaps. And you can get like 50 years worth of motion and energy all at once. And those are your bad earthquakes. So if you want to move to an earthquake zone and you have someone say to you, don't worry about it. We haven't had an earthquake here in 100 years. Oh yeah, you think you're funny.